Yeah, sure. Cool. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us on a Sunday. And yeah, we have the product deep dive walkthrough of impressive product Investory, which is a revolutionary product into fractional real estate and multiple other forms of alternate investment. We have the founder and CEO Manish here on with us on the call, who is ex Ola and MPL from IIT Bombay, and we have rest of the team as well here. IIT Bombay and IIM Ahmedabad to be add to that, and we have Sahib and other folks from the team as well. Yeah, Manishil, over to you to talk about Investory and other team members as well who you would like to introduce.
Yes. I'll just quickly put our background in the place. So easier for people to understand what we're trying to do, because what we're doing is happening for the first time in the country. There is no similar platform or similar company who has figured out a way to do this. To give everyone context, we are your one-stop platform to invest in real estate, alternative, and agriculture investments, which go both in terms of fractional real estate, full real estate, commercial real estate, residential real estate, lease rental discounting, plotted development. We have everything on the platform. So what we are doing is we have created a common layer where any real estate investment or any the investment we operate across comes onto Investory. We verify everything which comes on the platform. Our we do a detailed due diligence on every company which becomes a partner. We do detailed due diligence on every investment before it is listed on the platform. And this is part of that journey to bring this to a larger audience, where if you're looking to invest in any of these real estate or alternative or agriculture assets, we would want to ease that journey, both from making sure that you identify the right investment instruments, and also to get to a point where you can transact in one place, and you will be able to host all your real estate and alternative portfolio in one place. Basically, to simplify for all of you, we want to create a grow/zerodha, but for these kind of investments, which does not exist anywhere. This is where we are, and this is what we are trying to do. We are a distribution layer. We are a distribution platform for all of these investments. Now, getting into the details, and also wanted to thank Rohan for giving us this opportunity to reach out to this wide audience in one go, and also here so many people coming here and actually spending time on a Sunday listening to what we have to offer. Just giving you a quick context on the team so that you guys understand that there is significant expertise which has gone beyond this company. Where Shikhar is my co-founder, who is also from IIT Bombay. Uh, Sachin is our CTO. This is his third stint as Chief Technical Officer. And then Karan and Utkarsh are the other remaining two part of the founding team, which come with experience from their point of view. Just mute.
Sahib, Karan, can you please mute all participants or make me the co-host? I'll do that.
I have to do that because we were trying to figure out. But anyways, it's done now. Going forward, this is the company. We are a team of almost 15 people, and we operate across multiple investment classes. We also have a decent investor base in place. These are the people who invested in Investory, where Sumit Gupta is founder CoinDCX, Kunal Shah. You don't need to talk about him a lot. And there are other big people on the cap table who believe in the vision of what we are trying to create. This is just to create a sense of security that what we are trying to do, we have decent people backing us. The team is a team has the expertise to execute this. Now, getting into the categories we operate in, before we jump onto the specific opportunities we want to showcase to you all, we operate across commercial real estate, both fractional and full. We operate across agriculture investment, which includes hydroponic, which includes managed farmlands, and which includes diversified farming as well. So this is from that agriculture. Then we also operate across residential resale, where we work with 4 or 5 partners to both sell and buy residential resale. We also operate across bonds, where we bring bonds both from real estate bonds And also we bring across bonds from companies like Grip, Draft, Windwealth, etc. So one-stop discovery for them as well. We have also launched our AIF PMS service very recently, where we bring in AIF and PMS across the ecosystem. We're starting with real estate, but over time we will bring all AIF PMS in one place. We also operate across invoice discounting, asset leasing, which are the new age investment, small ticket size, low time frame investment. We also work across holiday homes, both fractional holiday homes and full holiday homes, where you can buy your second home in Goa, Uttarakhand, Coorg, etc. And we have just launched a new category, which is called experiential RE or real estate, where these are farmlands where you can buy your own cottages or you can buy a coffee plantation or a rubber plantation along with the feasibility to live there. So we operate across a very varied spectrum across real estate, agriculture, renewables, and alternative investments. So these, just to give you a snapshot of like what are the individual categories or individual investment places where we operated. This is a quick summary there. We will also share the deck with you, and the recording also Rohan will share with you guys to give you to have you for you to have context, and also if you have any other questions going forward, you can always reach out to the team. We work with only verified AMCs, as I had called across that we verify all our partners on board. We verify every investment opportunity which comes onto the platform. We work with best-in-class AMCs like Strata and EdgeBits and AssetMonk and PropShare, which between the four of them itself have almost 3,000 crores of asset deployed. We work with multiple farming companies. We work with multiple P2P lending companies, agriculture companies, securitized debt. So we work with a varied spectrum where you don't need to worry about anything. You just need to work with Investorey, and we take care of all your non-capital market investment needs. The way we secure your interest and ours as well is we have a three-step verification system where we verify every partner, where background checks are done on legal, on financial, on regulatory and compliance, and then we do the same checks on every investment opportunity, any kind of opportunity which comes on the platform. What we have also built on top of it is like a trust score, where you as an investor will be able to actually compare the risk profile and the return profile between multiple investment opportunities. To give you a context on the scale we have created till now, uh, where we have got investment done in the last year for in 2023 of almost 25 crores for our partners, which now is 30 crores after November. And we have 12,000 registered users on the platform, 300 plus transacted users, 38 plus partner platforms across 10 plus investment categories. So diversified investments. Now coming into the curated opportunity showcase, which you guys would have been, as Karan has put in the chat, that we don't charge for these services. We only provide the systems for you to invest, manage your pre-sales, manage your post-sales, manage your transactions, but we don't charge you. Everything is free of charge for you guys. Now coming into the curated investment opportunities showcase, we to start with we want to bring in safe asset-backed opportunities to you. So as part of it, we have the first one, which is Bangalore Tech Park or Brigade Tech Park, which is in Whitefield, Bangalore. It is a fractional commercial real estate opportunity where you can own a part of an asset which is worth upwards of 30 crores, and you can own a part of it at 25 lakhs. It happens through the fractional investing model, where you own a part of a company which owns the complete asset. Now, this is a regulated asset class. SEBI has brought in regulations on 23rd of final regulations on 23rd of November 2023. So there is no gray area here anymore. This is regulated by SEBI. The real estate bit of it is regulated by RERA. So you have two entities now regulating this asset class. So the safety of this is decently this safety of this is not in question anymore. Now, the second part of this is the asset manager company. You are just the investor. You don't need to worry about the asset. There is an asset manager which basically runs the asset for you, manages the rent, and then manages the rent being passed on to you basis your share in the asset. Where the asset here is Asset Monk, which already has almost 300 crores of asset under management for them, and they're focused on Bangalore and Hyderabad as their core cities. In terms of the building and building highlights, it's a grade A builder. It's a brigade building. Uh, People who are from Bangalore would already know about Brigade, one of the biggest builders here. And for people who have not have access to the Bangalore real estate, Brigade is a grade A builder in the city where they command a premium for all of their real estate opportunities. In terms of lock-in and lease, we have 4 years of lease and 2 years of lock-in in place, where there is an agreement already where they will renew after the lease period is over. This company is called Creative Synergies. It's some American MNC with 5 operations across 5 countries, and they have multiple Fortune 500 clients. Uh, in terms of the investment highlight, we have the first year, after all the rent of all the AMC charges, the first year rental is 8%, and 4 years average rental is 7.5%. We expect the property escalation to be every year to be about 7 to 8%, because this is coming at a discount of 15% of the market price. And we know this for a fact because we had sold a similar property, but we sold another floor in the similar property in this same property with another of our partners at 11,500 a square feet, while this is at about 9,500 a square feet, in terms of pricing. So this is the first snapshot. I just wanted to check with Rohan. Rohan, do you want me to go through the opportunities, the 3 opportunities which we want to showcase first, and then get into the financial models, or do you want me to take them one by one?
I think let's cover the three opportunities so that people are aware, and then yeah, like we can later on cover the detailed models.
Cool, perfect. The second model, the second opportunity we curated opportunity we have is in Bombay. It is Silver Group, grade A building where Gupshup is a tenant, big enough tenant. A lot of people have known about Gupshup. They're a growing company. They have already done one time renewal on the opportunity. Now getting first into the safety of it, which is the AMC bit. The The AMC here is HBits. HBits also has been our partners for the last 2.5 years. They also have almost 300 crores of asset under management, most of it which is in Bombay. They are a very Bombay focused AMC where they mainly bring Bombay offices for fractional investment. It's a grade A builder again in Bombay Silver Group. We have 5 years of lease and 3 years of lock-in already left in the agreement. And we have a grade A tenant, which is Gupshup, which is a decently big company in the Indian ecosystem. Now, getting into the investment highlight, again, similar to the Bangalore property, here we have 8% first year rentals and 10.5% 4 years average rentals. So the rentals are similar. Uh, it's just that the escalations will be a little different. Now, these are from fractional commercial real estate opportunities where there is decent rental in place, and also there is a good chance for capital appreciation to happen. And you have fairly stable AMCs managing this. Also will manage the exits whenever you are looking to exit individually, or you are looking to exit when the whole building is looking to exit. Now we will go beyond commercial real estate and bring you a very exclusive, uh, high return, tax-free return opportunity, which is in hydroponic agriculture, where you are investing in a hydroponic setup with a company called Eki Foods, which already has 100 acres of hydroponic asset under management, and you get a 15% tax-free returns paid out to you quarterly. The very simple model. You are only investing in the asset. You are basically becoming a part of a company which owns the complete infrastructure, and you get returns, 15% returns out of it paid out to you quarterly. So there is no complexity here involved. This as simple as that. So these were the three curated opportunities we wanted to bring to you. Other opportunities are obviously accessible on the platform, but we would want to get into the detailed model of what returns are you going to get for the real estate opportunity, so we can decide accordingly. You guys can decide accordingly. Make sense, Rohan?
Yes, yeah, these are three pretty interesting opportunities. In fact, I am an early investor in the Bangalore opportunity and currently exploring the hydroponic opportunity as well. So yeah, maybe we can do one of the three as a financial model or something, whichever you prefer. So and then we can have people ask questions
We'll,
whatever they
we
have.
will use the Bangalore model because Bangalore there is a extra offer which is coming from the AMC today, which expires today. So that's something which we want to bring to people. Not a good opportunity to be in coming in at a 15% discount on the pricing. Good capital appreciation possibility there with a decent rental in place. So good place to some for someone to be in. And if someone is interested in such an opportunity, why would you want to give why want to give up an offer which is coming from a company which is looking to give you extra money? Extra money is always good.
Yeah, in fact, Manishil and team like Karan Sahib, etc., have been kind enough to extend. I think this opportunity had already expired, and on my request for our syndicate, they've extended it. But yeah, today might be hard. Manishil, maybe we'll give at least couple of days time to folks.
We'll block. Basically, we'll at least get an interest on can we
Yeah,
block. So
yeah,
we can basically use that as a communication with our partners. कि ठीक है, give us a couple of more days in case there is genuine interest.
yes, makes sense. Cool. Let's go ahead with
I'm
the
just opening the
application.
Excel. I'm just projecting the Excel. Yeah.
Sure.
As you can see, the the whole as you can see on my screen also the Excel name, it is only for November, only for us because we are one of the asset manager's biggest partners. This offer has been extended to us beyond the November period. So we are the only ones who have the extra 1.25% which we are getting for our clients. Now giving you a detail on how the whole deal is structured, where your total investment goes into this, which is the net price of the property, which includes everything else. When you're giving 25 lakhs, you don't have to pay anything beyond that. It includes the basic price, it includes the stamp duty, it includes the acquisition fee, the legal fees, and the reserves. So you don't have to worry about paying anything beyond the 25 lakhs if you're looking to invest in this opportunity. So you become basically at 25 lakh, you will become a partner in the special purpose entity which is created with your tickets with your share in it, where the total commitment in that entity will be 31 crores, which will be used to basically acquire the property and then get the registration in place. Now getting into the investment model, uh, where we will rent. So this is in square feet. So getting into the investment model where it will tell you the what kind of returns, actual returns can you get, will you get in your account if you are investing in this, and these are the rental returns. So there are only two parts to the returns here, actually three. First is the cash flow or the rental cash flow, which is as part of the contract. These numbers are sacrosanct within the lease period. So you will get these numbers. The second part is the capital appreciation, which is expected or realized on exit. And third part is the is your interest is your interest on the deposit. So there is 9 months of deposit here, where in case someone is in, you will also keep getting interest on the security deposit which is in the bank, which will be paid out to you as your share. So you can see the total rent here. You can see the rent coming in from the car park because you are the owner and the rental is paying you rent for the car park as well. You also have a top up, which is the offer which is there. So this offer goes away today. So this is what I was talking about, Rohan, that this offer will not be applicable after someone gives us a commitment, beyond today if we get that commitment.
Got
This is the interest on deposit where I talked about the security deposit, which is there given by the tenant. The interest is also paid out to you. No money is taken away from the entity. Whatever is there is yours. The asset manager has no right to it. Now coming into the net payment, so asset manager for managing all of it and giving the service charges 1% as their asset management fee, and then there are property tax and insurance charges which are there, which needs to be paid out. So at for for an investment of 25 lakhs, you will get a first year return of 1,92,000, which includes the top up. The second year return is 1,75,000. Uh, the third year return is 1,72,000, and then there is a third year escalation. So you with your fourth year rent goes up to 1,88,000 or 1,89,000. So these are the returns you will get. These are net cash flow after deducting all the asset management fees. So this is what you can expect. If when you are exiting in year five, uh, the company
Manishi,
is
can we
expecting.
mute other folks again? We have multiple folks who joined and are not on mute.
I'm
Yeah, thank you.
just checking if anyone else is pending. No. This is good to go. So this is for Asset Mong Brigade Tech Park opportunity in Whitefield. Any question we can take from here now? This is a sample cash flow. The Mumbai opportunity will also have a similar cash flow where the rents will be called out. We will share that. We will share that with all the audience. There we don't have a hard stop that we need to give confirmation today. There we can take a time. So we will give people that time that they can go through the cash flow. They can ask whatever question. In this specifically, because it's a entry price is at a discount, they're expecting in a 5 year period, 11 lakh 73,000 sale price increase on the 25 lakh investment you have.
So this 11 lakh is just the capital appreciation you're mentioning, Manishil, right? We have to add all the year one to year five for the actual returns.
So I'm just saying on your capital appreciation, you are expecting we are expecting a capital appreciation of 47% in a 5 year period. So it's more or less 10% every year. More like 9.5% every year capital appreciation on your property. And then you're also getting average 7.5% rental on your property every year. So
Sure.
this
Cool.
is this is to give you a sense of the actual returns which are there. You have returns here on your capital appreciation, which is 9.4% per year, and average per year rentals are we will take it at 7.6%. So you are basically seeing a return of almost 17% coming into you after you realize on exit. So this is a decent opportunity for people to be in. And considering it's a brigade property, even if they're looking to sell, they will have it'll be easier for them to sell your asset manager to sell this property because it's a premium property coming in from a grade A builder.
Right. So yeah, I think that was a pretty extensive, detailed financial walkthrough. So we'll open up for some questions. So Naren is asking, and anyone who wishes to speak, please raise your hand. We'll allow you to unmute and ask your questions as well. So Naren is saying, what is the exit criteria?
So there are two types of exit. One is in case you are individually looking to exit, then you reach out to us if you're facilitating the investment through us, or you reach out to the asset manager. Individual exits take anywhere between 15 days to a month for us to close and get you an alternative buyer and get you an exit. In terms of the whole property being exited, normally all the asset managers define a holding period where in this particular case they have decided a 5 year holding period where at the end of 5 years they will look to exit. Now these exit can happen to multiple people. One, it can happen to a real estate builder, it can happen to a family office, it can happen to a HNI, or it can happen to a fund or a AIF. So there are multiple places where opportunities like this are sold. So when that happens, everyone in the property gets an exit. Does that answer?
Yeah, Naren, if hope that answers. If not, please ask your follow-up on the chat or raise your hand. We'll allow you to unmute.
Uh,
Next from Teja, we have on whose name is the asset registration done.
Yeah. So the asset registration is done on the name of the entity. Like there is a special company created where you are a equity shareholder. So the company owns the asset, and you have your share in the company. So indirectly you are owning the asset. Asset will be registered. For example, if the asset is called uh, as asset man as Brigade Tech Park SPV. So the Brigade Tech Park SPV will own the asset.
Got it. Santosh is asking, is there an annual escalation on rentals like 5%?
So in this, it is 15% at the end of 3 years. That is why you see the rents increasing on the fourth year. Fourth year.
Got it. Jay is asking, what kind of licenses do you have from SEBI?
So we haven't got any requirement from SEBI, but we have RERA. So we have RERA agent license where we can sell real estate. SEBI is yet to come with detailed regulations on the distribution, which we are waiting. As soon as they come, we will take the license. We have been talking to them in and out, so we've not seen any challenges there. That is why we have taken whatever is required of us. We have taken it for now.
So fractional real estate is a relatively new thing, and I think SEBI, we know how government bodies function.
Yeah, so they've
Will
just brought in regulations for the companies like Asset Monk, which are making the investment. Regulations for distribution like us will come in the next stage, maybe end of January. But for proofing ourselves, we have RERA licenses, RERA agent licenses, so that we can sell real estate, and we're not doing this like illegally.
got it.
Manish, Adarsh here. A
Yeah, hi.
question.
Yeah.
Can the asset management company go into like liquidation, or like if they go bust, what will happen?
So
Because
what
the
I
SPP because
got
the
it.
SPP is with the AMC, correct?
No,
On this
SPV is
one.
not with the MC. So what I will do is now I got the question. So I will work with what will happen in what scenario. So there are 3 or 4 adverse scenarios which can happen. One is, and I'll break it down into your rentals stopping or your building going down the drain, or your asset manager not being there. And I hope this will cater to a lot of questions people have in mind. So in case a rental says at the end of 4 years that I don't want to be in this building anymore. And the AMC has to, then it is the prerogative of the AMC to find a new buyer or a new rental in place. Now, the safety net here is there is the 9 month of security deposit in place. So even if the tenant or the current tenant says I don't want to be here, the AMC has 9 months to find an alternative renter in place and get it for this property. And this being a property which is premium in a locality which sees very low vacancy and only growing, we don't see a major challenge there considering there is 9 months to find an alternative rental. Now getting into the second part, if if my AMC is not there, and Mr. Adesh, that's a question. AMC has nothing to do with the SPV. AMC's only job is to coordinate with everyone and make sure the money flows into the SPV for your rental payout. They don't have access to the SPV structure. They can't do anything without you as an investor asking for it. They are just an asset manager. If tomorrow asset manager says "Ki we can't operate anymore," a new asset manager will come in. That's as simple as that. There is no change which will happen on the ground for your property. Now the third bit is, if something bad happens, and my building is, like, earthquake happens and my building is not there or not functional, or if there is a flood and the building is not in a shape where it can get renters, there is an insurance in place which will pay you at the market rate of the property, and the insurance is done every year, and that amount is included in the extra property charge and other charges in the financial excel. So just to summarize, renter, the first, your rental income can stop if your renter is not there, which is protected by a good AMC and a decent security deposit. The second bit is the building going bad or the AMC going off. If the AMC goes off, then the new AMC comes in. If the building is not operational or building cannot be functional anymore, the insurance covers that. I hope that answers the question.
Manish, just a top-up question on that part.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
the AMC just does the AMC have access to the bank account from to which the rental income is there, or from which the payout will be happening? Because I stay out of India and I know lot of companies, this AMC type of companies, they ran away taking the money actually. So how do you safeguard the consumers from that kind of scenario? Like
So it's
because the
a
payout.
It's the escrow account. So if it's the
Okay, then
escrow
that's fine.
account,
Okay.
escrow account with a SEBI trust. So with the new regulation, a SEBI trustee has to be there. So irrespective with that system, no one can take money out unless it is designated for that purpose.
Okay, then
So
that's fine because
I get
that
I
has
get the
to be.
question. I completely agree with it. And that is the problem we have seen in real estate, which we are trying to solve by getting the right people and the right structures, that no one will be legally be allowed to run away with your money.
Yeah, because yeah, they are big AMC. They will not do this because they have other, they have big assets they are managing. But sometimes this happens with a lot of AMCs. I have seen that one.
Yeah, I get it. So that is why the new regulation basically safeguard you from it, that a SEBI trustee has to come into the picture. And the escrow account at the first level takes care of it, because escrow, they make sure that the money is not being paid out to you from the money which you have given. And they can't run away with that money.
Correct. Okay, thanks.
What licenses is covered? What is the tax? Ron, I will just go through the questions in the chat. After that, we'll
Sure.
take
I
it
think
up.
Santosh, yeah, that was the next question
Tax
was for the
treatment for
tax.
the investor. Yes. So the tax treatment here is your as other income for your rental income, and on exit, the real estate, the long-term capital gain and the short-term capital gain will apply with indexation. The inflation indexation is there in this case. Is it kind of REITs mutual fund? No. So REITs is by default a mutual fund sort of. REITs is basically, you say I have 500. So a lot of people will give 500 crore to a fund manager who will deploy into some real estate opportunities which generate returns. What we are saying, that the places where REITs used to invest, we are giving you direct access to invest there and get the best return possible. So you can make that call that I don't want to go through a REIT and wait for them to make returns. I can get invest in a property where they would be looking to invest. Uh, can you break up the proportion of different types of investment you offer? Savi has asked it. Savi, I will get Karan, who is a wealth head, to reach out to you, because we operate across 10 different investment classes. It will get very confusing if I start talking about all of them in detail. Uh, Mr. Krishna has asked, can we see similar returns for the agriculture ventures also? So agriculture, you have a very straightforward model. It's not complex like this where you have so many things. It's just investment, and beyond investment, you have the returns coming to you. You will get access to all the documentation, that who will own the asset, who, if what is the insurance, or how is the money being paid out, where are the company who is doing this agriculture investment, where are they selling it, how are they selling it. So these will be accessible to us. We will share, our team will share that with you in details. Karan, please make sure that Mr. Krishna gets all the details on the hydroponic asset and other agriculture investment in place. When will the rental income commence if the investment is made now? So if to block, you will only need to send a token amount of 10%, which is 2.5 lakhs. The full amount we are expecting to come in which is end of December. End of December, you will send out the full amount, and from it will they take 30 days for the registration process to be completed. You will start getting your rentals from February. Calculation is based on investment amount, but not on actual outflow. We should do all calculations based on actual outflow, actual money outflow from investor, which is 25 lakhs only. The actual outflow is only 25 lakhs. That takes care of everything. So your model is what you will get. It is there like before TDS. Is there any opportunity to invest in your company? We are doing an institutional round. We are in process of doing pre-series A. Amit, but if you are looking to put in a good check, we are obviously looking to discuss, not an issue there. But we'll take that separately.
So yeah, we'll have a separate call for that, Manishil and others,
I am
because
just being.
my syndicate is a lot more into startup investing, and I've been investing in various startups.
Okay.
This is a kind of alternate investment opportunity that we found unique and featured. But yeah, definitely we can sync up for
Sure.
investor.
We'll do the discussion. We are in that process. where we are talking in like final discussions with a couple of institutional VCs to close our pre-series there. But again, not the conversation to be for here. Here we will just focus on the investment opportunities we have on the platform. Oh, Mr. Ujwal has asked, how do you address the transparency of price being negotiated at the time of asset? Who will finalize the selling price? Uh, See, finalize the selling price is a negotiation between buyer and the seller. We are expecting it to sell at this price. The buyer will come with some price. But what things we want to call out here is real estate is a cyclical industry. 2014 was the high, 2021 end was the low. We are only in year two of the upward cycle. So their idea of selling it at year five, which is somewhere between 2028, will be the period where real estate will peak. So we are expecting the prices being communicated here is something they will be able to get because we'll be at the peak of the real estate cycle in 2028. But in terms of transparency, there'll be board meetings, there'll be AGMs because it's an entity. They are mandated to tell you if there is an offer. They are mandated to tell you what that offer is, and once the offer is finalized, they are mandated to tell you who is the seller and who when are they going to sell. The property appreciation will be available on exit. Yes, full exit. There are two kinds of exit which I've called about. You can also exit yourself individually, and you can also wait for the whole property to be exited. Mr. Shubham has asked the same question that you invest in Investorey. We will take that separately. So these questions are done on the chat. If there are any specific questions which people have concerns with, people would want to know more, we would be happy to answer all of them.
Cool. I'm also circulating a form to check interest of folks and maybe fill it later as well. I'll circulate it with the recording as well. So it's the investment intent form.
Yeah.
For the three opportunities we discussed.
So just wanted to call out for people who are looking to specifically invest in Bangalore. The offer, we would want to at least get some sense of confirmation that you are interested in it today, so that we can ask our partner to extend the offer by, let's say, a couple of days. For people who are looking to invest in hydroponic agriculture or Bombay, and we have opportunity coming up in Pune, there we have time. There we can set up detailed discussions. There you with our team, and we'll be able to happily answer your questions. Holding of the asset. So we have more questions now. Holding of the asset will be in what form, NAV or physical? And so right now it will be like it'll be physical share. For example, you will get share of a company which basically owns the asset. SEBI regulations have said they have to create it in a format where it becomes like a micro, small, and medium REIT. We are waiting for the exact NAV or exact value to be declared, which will come in by early January on the reporting of that investment amount and how it will be listed. I see many fractional platform. What differentiates Investorey? Can you summarize? we are we are not a fractional platform. We are an aggregator or distribution for all real estate. So as many fractional investment platform as possible, you will see. We verify them and we bring it to you in one place, that if you are looking to invest in any of these asset classes, you don't need to go to every single one of them. Uh, Generally, we see a lot of platform sugarcoating information. We are very transparent about everything. We will give you best in class analytics. We have structures where we are able to uncover things which generally these platforms don't call out. And we are happy to share that with you. Mr. Jay has asked lock-in period. Karan has already answered that there is 1 year for individual exits in FCRE. But general recommendation here is
वो
sorry,
कुमार को जाओगे टेस्ट कराने कल उसने कितने
Gaurav
टेस्ट
Patra, can you be on mute?
I muted him. Yeah.
Okay.
So Karan has answered that 1 year lock-in in terms of individual exit, but a recommended holding period here would be between 3 to 5 years, where you will get your best returns. Exit load, Saib, what is the exit load on this one coming in from the AMC?
Can I
So
take
there
this
is,
over, Manishi?
yeah, sure. Currently take it over.
Sure. So there is a 1 year lock-in period, but in exit, actually there is no like after 1 year there is no exit load, but there is a registration transfer fees which will amount to around 5 to 6,000 rupees. Okay, because this is not a proper uh, property registration transfer. The costing is very low, and from our end, if we facilitate resale for you, we have a 1% fee. AMC has a similar fee, 1% fee for providing exits. Resale.
Not everyone will charge 1%. Whoever is facilitating that exit will charge that.
Right.
Yeah. Then we have Mr. Naren has asked, how do you protect investor rights and what is the dispute resolution process? So, Mr. Naren, one, your rights are mentioned specifically in the SPV document, where all the investor rights are there, how you are protected. In terms of dispute resolution, like if there is a dispute between, there are only two kinds of dispute which will happen. A dispute can happen between you and the AMC, or dispute can happen between the AMC and the tenant who is not looking to, let's say, continue. Now, if there is a dispute between you and the AMC, we will be your facilitator. We will help out with that resolution depending on what that issue is. We don't know what kind of issues come up here because we have not seen much issues on the AMC and investor side, because most of the agreements are ironclad. They take care of all most of the corner cases where people can come in and have a problem with. In case of a dispute with the tenant, then there is a separate resolution process in place where at first level it goes into a mediation, then it goes into arbitration, then it goes into court, as you have with legal issues. That first is mediation, where two people will come on the table and answer. One is the second. If that does not work out, it goes into arbitration, where a third party is appointed as the dispute resolution system between the two parties. And if that does not work out as well, then it goes to court. Is there any scope that my investment can be diversified in all asset classes on average? See, every asset class has a minimum ticket size in place. If you are looking to invest a big chunk, then we can diversify you across all the asset classes. But we will obviously help you out with the safer ones. We will help you out with the risk profile with each of them, returns, what will come in, regulatory compliance, and the legalities. So that Karan can help you out with it, Mr. Mamshi. What if the leasee decides to quit and move in before the lock-in period is over? Will the rentals be discontinued till the asset is leased to the other party? See, Mr. Santosh, that is where the security deposit comes into the picture. That if the lock-in period, if they are going before lock-in period, then they are open to a lawsuit where they have to honor the lock-in period. Worst case, if they say we are going bankrupt, we don't have any money to give to you, we can't follow it, then the security deposit period, which is 9 months, is the time which AMC has to get a new tenant in place, which is decent enough to get something. Is the AMC can be an investor who is the current AMC? So the SEBI new regulation mandates the AMC to own 5% of the property, where in this particular case, the asset punk is the AMC. So they also have a stake in the game. So they also will be, but if they want to exit, they are looking to exit, they will also need to exit their investment. So having a 5% say, it basically also puts them at. They also need to do whatever they are promising because their money is also on the line.
Also, Manishil, we've got couple of direct twins for talking a little bit more about the agroponic opportunity. So if we have 5 minutes, let's spend, if we have a similar presentation or a sheet for the agroponic one, that would be great.
I will just quickly go through hydroponic.
Meanwhile, Abhimanyu has an interesting question. He's appreciating the detailed presentation. I think another person also just appreciated that. So thanks, Manishil. And
Thank you for
commercial
the comment.
space has some headwinds post-COVID with lower adoption from corporates and high cost of capital. Can you
Mhm.
provide the negative scenarios which can result in a lower than 8% return?
See, with this, lower than 8% return will not come in because these are contractual obligation. That lease contract is there, that this amount has to be paid to us. So the question before this is, before this which I had answered was कि if they say कि मेरे पास पैसा ही नहीं है and I want to go and I am bankrupt and I can't honor the lock-in, then the AMC is there to get you a new tenant. Otherwise, these are agreements that this amount of money has to be paid. So then in that scenario, it's not a problem. Second thing, I just wanted to call out that COVID headwinds have completely done away. We've been tracking markets across the globe. All the interest rate hikes have paused. We are expecting complete upturn in terms of how hiring and everything is happening by June. So in terms of office utilization, and we are also seeing office companies calling people back to office. So at least in the metro cities, we don't see the COVID headwinds anymore. On the contrary, we are going to see a large shortfall of housing and commercial spaces in the city because these guys have, like most of the people have accounted for hybrid structures. As soon as big companies start moving to complete office structures, it will mayhem. You will see a sharp rise in rentals. You will see a sharp rise in property prices across Bangalore and across all metros for that matter.
Cool. Thanks for the
Just
detailed
to
answer.
add to this, sorry, Marishil, can I take a minute here?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
sharing, and then I'll share the screen for hydroponics.
Yeah, there is one scenario where your return can be actually slightly lower than 8%. Is let's say you want to exit within 1 year, right? Or just past 1 year, right? In that case, because your income was just rental income and capital appreciation usually does not hit in just 1 year, right? So let's say if you want to exit between 1 to 2 years, there is a chance that you may have to exit on the principal price. That means your income from the asset was only the rental income.
So renters are not taking a hit. Capital appreciation, if you're individually looking to exit, then it becomes a negotiation between two parties who are looking to come in and then get that investment. Got it. So I'll just quickly go through this. I want to cover quickly, then we'll get into the financial model, which is very straightforward again. This is a company called Eki Foods. The founder is my batchmate from IIT Bombay, and we've got very good feedback on the company. They have created their own intellectual property rights in terms of growing hydroponics and setting up hydroponic structures across the country. They are already working with 100 acres of asset across the country. Now, just to give you a quick background, asset manager in this case was set up in 2018 by two IIT Bombay graduates. Both are my batchmates, and they are at 100 acres.
Gaurav,
I muted him. Coming back, Eki Foods was set up in 2018. The team size is 208. This is actually 100 acres now. They have VC investors in place where they did a fundraise of 70 crores last year, and now they're looking to raise another 150 crores to scale their operations. Their historic gross margin on farming has been 65%. That is where they're able to pay high returns for high 15% tax-free returns on your farming. Right now, their locations are set up across Rajasthan, Gujarat, Haryana, and MP. Now, how is this different from normal agriculture? It's hydroponic, temperature control agriculture. The image is not here. We'll send you the video of how their structure looks like. It's a temperature controlled environment. There is no soil. It's only water-based farming. So everything is controlled. They use machine learning and artificial intelligence to regulate all of it. And the chambers they grow it in are patented. So basically, they have put in 5 years of work into patenting all the chambers which are required for growing. Now they're using it to scale in a system which requires very little effort. Most of it is automatically controlled, and now they've also brought in artificial intelligence and machine learning to make sure that process is fast track. Now the benefits of and the safety of investing in a hydroponic setup historically the challenge has been that people are not able to get the right kind of returns because they grow the wrong crops. If you are looking to grow exotic crops, you will have trouble selling, which will basically end up shutting down. And it has ended up shutting down a lot of hydroponic businesses because they went for the fancier growing. Now these guys have made sure they grow only the traditional crops, which are like cucumber and tomatoes, where you have a 15 to 20%, 15 to 20x yield on normal farming. For example, 1 acre of tomatoes will give you a 10 crore, sorry, a 10 kg yield per acre per year, whereas, sorry, 10 tons. Whereas it will move to 180 to 200 tons on hydroponic. So that is why. So first level, they have safeguarded the interest, they've got the right technology, they're growing the things which will be sold. And because there are two crop cycle, one of the crop cycle is always in the non-seasonal month where you can make your money. Your returns are fairly safeguarded because of 2 seasons of growing. Uh, I've already talked about the profitability myth, that there is a 65% gross margin to be made in such investments. The entry cost is high, which is the setting up of that infrastructure. That is why they're letting people own the infrastructure, get the returns while they manage your asset. And we'll share this document with you also, that these are our detailed analysis on how it works out. What are the risks to your capital? If your infra gets damaged, the infrastructure is ensured you will get market rate. If Eki Foods can't get enough price of produce, generally these are sold across multiple places. The gross margin is at 65%. Even if there is a loss of harvest, they are able to pay the investors and at least break even. See, if everything is lost, they're still able to pay you because that's how they have contractually made this. That they will make sure the losses are taken by them and upside is also taken by them. What if Eki Foods goes bankrupt? The similar to AMCs in commercial real estate, either the whole asset will be sold before Eki is looking to exit, or Eki will find a new asset manager in place to run this asset for you. How does your partner or Eki Food makes money? Uh, is basically sale. So they take 60% of the revenue. They make revenue on the sale, and then they part of the profit which is promised to you, which is 15%. What are the sale channels? They sell in mandis, where 50% of produce goes to Jaipur and Delhi. New mandis have been identified and now starting to source. They are also, as they scale, they're also getting into revenue contracts with companies like Big Basket and McCain and Country Delight, where these will give you safety in some part of the returns, even though these are lower than mandi prices because these are revenue contracts. They're also looking at export. With this export coming in, they will be able to get more money out of it. There is also a feasibility to own a complete acre where you get obviously more returns, but that's at a higher size. This is from a detailed overview. I will quickly run through the Excel and then we'll get into questions. Uh, so in this, your first returns for it takes 6 months. It takes 6 months for the asset to be set up. So your first year returns are 7.5%, which is again tax free. And it after that it's a 15% return paid out to you quarterly, which comes at 3.75% every quarter. End of every quarter, it will be paid out to you. Fairly simple model. There are no complexities in place. These are sort of assured returns because this will be called out in the contract which will be signed with you, where the investment size is 14 lakhs for 1/10 acre of the investment. So this is it from an agriculture point of view. Uh,
Cool. Yeah,
yeah, so
sounds interesting. Thanks, Nishil. So, we have one final. Okay, We've answered most of the
You
questions.
answered the questions, yeah.
Surendra has one question. Other than average for the fractional real estate, other than average yield of 8% or more, how individual investor will benefit from capital appreciation of property? I
So
think
that
we covered that in detail, but yeah, you can quickly summarize it again.
so you will, so capital appreciation will be paid out to you at time of exit. In this case, they have projected a 36. So if you are investing in 25 lakhs, they are projecting you to exit at 36 lakh at end of year 5. So you will make 11 lakh increase on your investment amount as capital appreciation, while more you will make approximately 9 lakh coming in from rental income over a 5 years period. So around 20 lakhs on your investment you will make over a 5 year period, both with both rental combined and capital appreciation combined, specifically for Bangalore.
So Krishna,
Krishna, so I saw the question. Krishna, in this case specifically, there is so these guys have done their research on creating a structure, creating a structure which is one which can sustain for a longer period. And we can get into this individual discussion where the pricing, how is the pricing been arrived to, because we have a breakup of all the pricing, and we will be able to help you with all the answers separately. Because that will require a detailed discussion, and anyone who is interested in the hydroponic investment, we can reach out to you. We can give you a detailed download on how it works, why is the pricing what, and how are the returns, and arrange similarly for you the exit criteria uh, on how the exit will work in this specific case.
yeah, in fact, I've circulated couple of times the form. That is not just if you want to invest, but also if you want to get a call back to learn more, feel free to fill that form. We have check boxes for all of the 3 different opportunities we shared today. You can select one more or want to learn about a different one. Those are the different options there. So yeah, do fill it out in case you want a call back from the Investorey team.
Yeah. And just to call out to the people, we're just doing a website revamp. The new website goes live by end of day today. So in case you see any hiccups today, please don't fear that we are going down. We're just in a process of changing everything. So the new website will have a lot more details on the platform itself. A lot more questions will be answered straight away. And for the people who have raised the request through the link, our team will reach out to you individually and get your interest on your investment opportunities. But specifically for people who are interested in Bangalore Tech Park or Brigade Tech Park, please confirm that interest today so that we'll be able to block the unit. Otherwise, that extra return of 33,000 in year 1 will not be able to pay out.
Cool. I think we are bang on time. 1 o'clock. We are done. So thanks a lot, Investory team, Manishil, Karan, Sahib, and rest of you who have joined. Appreciate you taking the time out to pitch
Thanks,
and
Rohan.
talk about the product on Sunday. And thanks all of you for joining the interesting product deep dive on a Sunday. We'll be sharing the Zoom call recording and the investment intent form as well via all the WhatsApp groups that you are a part of.
Mr. Surendra, how the interest can be shown. Karan, can you please reach out to Mr. Surendra directly and coordinate with him?
I'll
And
reshare the link here as well for final time because I think some people missed it in the flurry of questions we had in the chat.
okay.
So yeah, that is the link to the spreadsheet where you can fill in your details to get a call back from Investory. And yeah, otherwise you have my number as well. Feel free to DM me and I'll connect you personally to some of the folks from Investory.
Cool. Thanks, Rohan. I hope we do this again.
Yes, I think a lot of folks are already messaging me to wanting to invest in Investory as well. So yeah, let's stay connected for that.
Cool.